Photographer and makeup artist, but she's so much more than that.
Thank you.
I met Marie at the Hub when the Hub opened, and we'd engaged her as a business to contribute to that event, and we were there as serious council professionals, but what she had in the main foyer was the most elaborate costumes and pieces that she and her colleagues would dress you in, so and then take photographs of you in, which was distributed right throughout my office to all my managers, with me wearing quite a ridiculous tutu.
Also, they're up now.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So it was a lot of fun, but I'll let you explain what you do.
Fantastic. Well, hey everyone. I'm Marie. People know me as Mazz. I did have a nice speech there, but I'm just going to skip it. Hopefully my voice doesn't crack out, so I'm just getting over a virus. But yes, I'm a makeup artist and photographer. About 5-6 years ago, I had no idea that I would be a makeup artist or photographer. After I left high school, I realised I did have a huge passion for it, so I pursued it. Went to TAFE and started photography. I had to do a portfolio for that. I think part of this is actually cropped out. It is a bit gory, but this is my first image that I did to submit into TAFE. And it was a conceptual piece. I did all the makeup as well, and this is before I had training. And it was to kind of, there are hands there with blood, and it's representing like how you can be held down in the world and you just need to be, you know, you're finding yourself in your light. This picture was an ad that we had to do in a set topic. I got my friend, and he was totally drenched in Coca-Cola. I came up with the slogan, you know, low in energy, Coca-Cola yourself. We threw cans, and I manipulated them into the image, you know, with the pouring the Coke down. When I was in TAFE, we had a topic, a set thing we had to do. It was very controversial. I didn't really understand my work because it's conceptual, it's more art. And this was one of them, representing depression and self-mutilation as a battle and a war. Like, so I'm using it as a metaphor, as a war somewhere, Afghanistan, whatever. And I made all the masks, I did all the makeup. This was an artistic nude that I did of my friend Claire for a book cover. And basically she was very sweet, and she's a bit shy, but this was actually done in my house. And this was the first artistic nude I ever did, and I absolutely loved it, and I decided that I had a huge passion for artistic nudes, so I knew I wanted to continue them further. When I had my first exhibition, Arty Party, I had to go down to a PG rating, and I decided to do Disney-inspired images, which was Alice in Wonderland, and this was one of them. This is the Queen of Hearts. I made the crown, I made the wand, I did the makeup. I got the costume from eBay, which is where I've got a lot of my costumes so far. So it was a really fun day. My mum found the locations, which was near the church, and this is Tweedledee and Tweedledum. It's actually the same person. I used Peter as a frame of reference, and it's set up on a tripod. He was on one side, Dave was on the other, and I basically cut through the middle, put them together, and I thought it came out really well. I was making some funny noises, and it was just a great day. And last but not least was Lauren as my Alice in Wonderland. We did 2 different kinds of costumes, and this was the first one where she's, you know, off searching for the rabbit. This one was more of a Tim Burton inspired one. The next one is more of the Disney as the cartoon. And so she even had a wig on, and she was a sport for running around in high heels in dirt. And so this was the second one where it was eat me, drink me. So basically it was, oh my gosh, she grew, and then, you know, oh my gosh, she shrunk, and she's, I thought it was fun. It was something a bit different that I've ever done, because I don't usually manipulate images together from one another. So another picture that I did was this fish. I took it at SeaWorld through glass. I really, really enjoyed this. I love this picture for some reason. I love taking pictures of underwater creatures, because the colours are so vibrant and beautiful. And so this was in the Arty Party exhibition, which was quite successful that night, so I'm really proud. The next exhibition I had was Forever Young that I was in, and this was another Disney one. So this is The Nightmare Before Christmas. And Peter and I decided to dress up as Jack Skellington and Sally, and I did the prosthetics with all the makeup and the scarring, and we went to Toowong Cemetery, and we did that in the freezing cold and in a dress. It was a bit uncomfortable. But I also did Snow White, and this is my mum sitting right there. Bly Castle was really sweet to let us actually go up there free for the day and go around the castle and take pictures. And I was on the other side, and she was actually in this tower. People do think I photoshopped her, but she was actually in there, and she was cackling and making all the noises. And afterwards, we went down to an area near my church again, and so this is our Snow White, and she's basically just running away from the huntsman, and I wanted to get more pictures of her at Bly, but it didn't fit the criteria, so we went somewhere else and shot, and it was just perfect. I never really do fashion photography, and I really wanted to try doing this for my next exhibition. So I got my cousin Kelly to be my brave model. I gave her leopard print eyes, dark black lipstick, and mixed it up, and we found a graffiti wall and stuff and did that on. And I actually really enjoyed it since I'd never done fashion photography before. It was something different in my portfolio. This is another landscape that I did. I was on a cruise with my friend for her hen's night, and it was just one of those lucky snaps that you get one in a lifetime, and I went home and edited it, and I just totally fell in love with it. I just love the colours from all the buildings, and so yes, I was proud. The next one I did was The Little Mermaid. It's my favourite Disney movie of all, and this was one of them. And it's a picture of 3 different pictures. So this is actually the second image in the set. You'll see the next image in a moment of Peter, Eric, and I. I wanted it to be a story, so she saves Eric. She then runs away and declares her love for him on a rock. And then in the third image, she went down to Ursula, the sea witch, and got legs, which is in the next image where she comes up and she's like, oh my god, I have legs. It was actually really fun, and it was down at the Sunshine Coast, and onlookers were there and like taking snaps, and I did this again on a tripod. The rocks were a bit dangerous. So it was actually out in the rock at the back in the first image that you saw, and it was very slippery and wet. But you know, you got to do what you got to do for a shot. So it was very interesting and fun and dangerous. But yeah, so that was The Little Mermaid. The next image I'm trying to remember was my character portraits. It's a bigger picture. But I got my friends to dress up and express their inner self and kind of bring it out in a picture. And then I decided to compile all those pictures into one big picture. And I hope to, in the future, do more of these portraits and make it even bigger and bigger. So it's just an array of people. The next one is a beach shot that I did at the Gold Coast. I've never done a beach shot either, so this was quite a new experience for me. And the model loved it. It wasn't my photo shoot, I was actually doing makeup on the day for a friend, and she's like, come along, take some pictures too for your portfolio. And so this was one of the pictures, and I loved it, and I didn't really know I could do that. And basically this is where I'm going to into the future. I actually did this picture on the weekend, and I haven't shown it to the public at all. It's actually a My Little Pony theme, and this is Sarah Mudal from the Gold Coast, who's a well-known model in the area, and she's covered in body tattoos, and I had lots of fun. And so this is where I'm hoping to go into the future, and yes, I'm Mazzzz.